Brought to you by J Melody Studios.
All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back. And it's
Big chillin'.
How's it
I know
going,
you're
buddy?
big chillin'. It's gonna be a fun episode today. We're gonna kind of do something a little different. I know we're still like a week out from Christmas or whatever, but you know what? I want to talk about Christmas traditions. That's what I want to talk about. Christmas traditions and different kind of crazy things that happen around Christmas. Today's gonna be a great day. We got obviously my co-host Nuker with me.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen?
I got the music man himself. I got the elk.
The fuck is going on?
And then we got the resident hell diver, all the way from Super Earth. We got Mike One.
Mike one standing by.
That's right. That's right. And you know what? With Christmas, what feels like less than a week away nowadays, man. You know, I want to take the time to talk about and recognize different family traditions, or even different things that like maybe y'all are thankful for that your family do that you never really tell them, or that they might not even notice. You know what I mean?
So you talk about like wrapping presents and getting high, right? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, 'cause that's a family tradition of mine. It used to be Black Friday sales. Used to run during the Black Friday sales, man, and then like a week later, we'd be all like wrapping presents, getting high, kind of thing going on. I don't know, man. I just love the holidays, man. I'm a big, I don't know. It's just I love the fresh baked cookies and the candies and shit, man. And like my house where I live right now has a bunch of old ladies coming in, so they all have like a bunch of like Christmas trees and shit running in and decorating the trees and all that shit, man. I'm a traditionalist, I guess, on that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing fancy coming in here, bro.
Hell yeah. That's awesome though. Like a good traditional family Christmas, you know. Wrapping presents, cooking food,
Getting
big family
high,
dinner.
yeah. Well, the way we do at Christmas is like we have a big. So my grandmother's birthday was like on Christmas Eve, and we'd always celebrate on Christmas Eve. So we usually open presents Christmas Eve, man. We have like kind of like a little party thing going on Christmas Eve, and then like we have like a big kind of like a Thanksgiving type dinner for Christmas Day, because that's kind of what we do. So I don't know about how you guys celebrate, but yeah, it's pretty much like what we do. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. I just like the colors, love the family get-togethers and shit.
Hell yeah. What about you, Minnie?
Man, what I always thought was weird that we did is we always opened all of the presents on Christmas Eve. Did you guys ever do that?
Yes,
we do, yeah.
did.
We
Yeah,
never
not.
opened on Christmas Day.
No.
It was always family presents on Christmas Eve, and then Santa would bring the presents that night, and then you'd open the presents the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. I don't know what about like dinners? What were your like family dinners like around?
I
Christmas?
mean,
What were some
it
of
was
the,
pretty
hot
much.
takes? What were some of the hot takes at the dinner table?
I mean, it's just Thanksgiving part 2. You know what I mean? There's a turkey, there's red wine, there's stuffing.
Ham once in a while, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh man.
it's second Thanksgiving.
Mhm.
You know, and then New Year's rolls around, so we might have some black-eyed peas or something. You know,
Yes.
good luck token.
Good old
Try not to
black
gain
eyed
20
peas.
pounds during that time frame.
Shit. Nah,
I'm really
it's
ducking
fun.
and dodging, man. I'm keeping it down to like 2 or 3 cookies a day, bro, but it's pretty difficult.
Damn.
It's pretty good. Dog.
That's
Restricted.
pretty good. That's good though, man, compared to some people. Some people, man, just keep piling away on their cookies, dude.
Right. What about you, Elk? What about your Christmas? What do you normally do?
Honestly, we haven't done much for a few years. We just
Uh-huh.
haven't had the money to do much. I mean, we open presents Christmas Day. We'll eat real good. Sometimes we'll go out with family.
Oh,
Other than that, we really don't do too much.
that's fair. That's fair.
So what is, like, some of the
Christmas is more
craziest-
about family memories.
So what's the craziest gifts you've ever seen? Received your best and worst gift? Craziest gifts you've
Worst
received?
gift.
Dude, I can
Worst
tell you
gift: clothes from your mother.
That's not
Socks.
that- it's not that
Yeah,
bad, bro.
socks.
It's not that bad.
Socks, you know.
I
As a
mean,
kid,
now
I hated
I love
getting
it now.
socks. I love them, dude. I love getting socks now for Christmas. I'm
Yeah.
like, sweet. It just saved me like $15.
Dude, they're so expensive.
They are, dude, and I fucking blow through socks so fast.
Yeah.
My boots just tear socks apart, man.
Which I think one time I was over at my aunt's house, and they didn't give me nothing, right? Oh my god, this sounds so bad. And then they gave me like a pair of socks. They were a brand new pair of socks, but they were out of the package. Even worse.
Bruh, just a tube of socks.
Right. And then there was a quarter in like each one. And I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Like, I don't know. I was a kid at the time, so I guess quarter was kind of a lot. No, it wasn't. It wasn't a lot. I got a quarter
Quarter's
like each pair of
25
socks.
cents.
Okay, yes, I know, but remember, I'm way older than you guys, but it still doesn't get better. It still doesn't get better. A quarter each shit. What never was. Even then, it wasn't shit. But yeah, this is one of the worst gifts I've ever had.
Oh shit!
Oh,
You know,
A fucking
I
tube of
remember-
socks.
not even a
I
tube. It
remember
wasn't a
growing
tube
up.
of socks. It wasn't a tube of socks.
It's a lousy excuse for a tube of socks.
Regular pair of socks, bro. Right, that was brand
Welcome to the
new,
wild.
and they put a quarter in each one. And I was like, oh my god, really?
Bro, that's like some 1600s peasantry shit.
Oh, well, you
I
grew up with
remember,
reservation. I was
so-
poor, but
First off, I just want to make sure that I welcome in Joker. Joker,
Hey.
welcome into the show.
What's up, man?
Oh,
What's
not
up, Joker?
much, dude. I remember from my childhood around Christmas time, I always remember me and my grandparents driving it back from either Mississippi or Alabama at the time, back to my great grandmother's in Texas. And then every time walking in, I always remember the house smelling like tamales,
Oh yeah.
ham, and fucking pan de pollo, and enchiladas. And it was always just like an aroma of just food and smells when you walk
You can
in, and
smell it now.
You were just like, okay, it's Christmas. Because then you started smelling the pies later on. You started smelling like the apple pie, the pumpkin pie, the cherry pie, the cheesecakes, the upside down cake, the brownies, the cookies, like the fudge. Because it was all homemade. So it was just like the house just smelled like Christmas all the time. And that was like the one thing I always remembered from my childhood. That and going to midnight mass on the 24th after opening up presents or passing out. Normally we all ate around we started eating at like 5 o'clock, be done by like 8, all go into a food coma, be woken up by like 10 o'clock to go to midnight mass, then to come back home. And apparently Santa had came while we were at mass. That's how it always went down. Like, Santa came when we were at mass. That was how I was like, okay, something here don't add up.
Santa displaying them Dragon Ball Z powers for an instant transmission.
Facts.
Who is your like family? Like, who is the person in your family that would like bring the Christmas together? Like the family matriarch or the family patriarch? Like, who is that for you? Is it your grandma or anybody like that?
this is my grandmother.
Well,
Yeah, it's always a shame because it was my grandma as well, and when she passed, it was just like we don't do Christmas together anymore. You know what I mean? So I bet it's the same for y'all.
it was my great grandfather.
Really?
Yeah.
Big Christmas guy?
Huge Christmas. Well, he was a Navy man.
Oh, okay.
So like our whole family, we just enjoyed Christmas because it brought everybody together. It was always good just to see all the family. You know what I mean?
100%.
But no, ever since he passed, Christmas just hasn't been the same.
Your father?
No, my great grandfather.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it's all good because I also remember always setting up like lights. Did you guys ever have to like help set up like the Christmas lights?
Always.
Like,
That was a guarantee. Like,
right?
oh,
Like,
or,
but
like, come, because my dad was an over-the-road truck driver, so sometimes he'd be getting in on that last run, and they're just like, we need somebody to lift this heavy ass tree. And I looked at my two sisters and my mom. I was like, they ain't doing it.
Damn.
They
Gotta
ain't
be
doing
me.
it. They ain't fucking getting that tree in the house.
Oh shit.
13 years old. Why you gotta go to school the next day or go to school the next day after Christmas or whatever? Be sitting there. Why you got scratches all over your arms? I put up the Christmas tree by yourself. Yeah.
13-year-old unit.
It's like,
Bro, did y'all ever do like a Christmas tree hunt? Like my aunt would always like hide like a pickle ornament in the tree, and the kids would always race around the tree trying to find it first. You guys ever do anything like that?
Kind of.
Like a first one to find it gets a bonus gift for Christmas?
No.
We kind of did something like that.
I hate to do this to you, Michael, but I gotta get off, dog.
No worries, man. Have a wonderful night.
All right. Yeah, the rest of you guys have a good night too, man.
Likewise, brother.
All right, catch you later.
Cheerio and all that.
But let's see. I think one of the craziest things that we ever did for Christmas, it snowed in Texas.
Oh
This is
yeah.
when the
Oh yeah.
PlayStation 2 came out. This is when PlayStation 2 had just came out, pretty much. And I remember it snowed on Christmas Day. And I had to have been,
Was it 2000?
2002, 2003 maybe? When the PlayStation 2 came out or some shit like that.
I think it was 2001 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But no.
probably.
I
'cause when
remember
was-
walking out because this was like the first
What-
time
what-
that I've ever seen like snow.
What year was it?
Oh, fucking no.
I'm gonna say, like, well, no, because he was at. Okay, that's my bad. Like, because like when I was in the service myself, and when I was in the service, yeah, it was out, and I went down to the local store like on base and got me a PlayStation 2 and some games.
Nice. Okay, so I don't know. It probably had to have been. So I don't know. I was.
And that was like 2000. It was like 2000, 2001 when that was happening.
Yeah, 2000.
Something like that.
Yeah, 2000. October 2000 came out.
No, I'm just saying, like that's what you were
That's
asking. I just had to
crazy.
think about that for a minute.
That's crazy. That to think that PlayStation 2 came out like that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's see, man. Like when I had the
Because I went into the armed services right out of high school, so that's why I was saying that. And I remember being in, and I was in like 2000 to 2004, and it was like 2000, 2001 is when I got it.
Yeah, so I probably got this then, probably 2000. Yeah, in 2000, I got it that Christmas, and I remember getting a Mega Man game for it. It was one of my favorite games, honestly. That's probably the
Wait,
best
was it
Christmas.
like the Mega Man Network one, or something like that, where you like?
No, this was Mega Man X Maverick Hunter.
Oh,
This
okay.
was
Yeah.
like
'Cause I
their
had a
first
Mega Man
Nintendo
game too, but it was more of the 3D adventure type.
Yeah, there was one on the PlayStation
Mhm.
that was like that on the original. I can't remember what it was, but I have it. I still have it.
Because that was the thing for me. Like I remember playing that. That was fun for me.
Mm-hmm. But I want to move on to another topic because even though it's the holidays and everything, and you know,
That's what
there's
it.
still a lot of crazy stuff going on. I want to talk about how far gaming has come. Almost, it feels like around Christmas time, games and companies are like really pushing out their latest softwares, really trying to get that last push out for like updates and shit at the end of the year. And I always feel like what it does is it like crams the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what's y'all's opinion on that?
What game were they talking about?
So just like in like general, so like let's take Halo for example. Let's just use Halo as an example.
Okay.
So near like the end of the year, you know how Halo Studios, they're trying to get like those last bits of updates out to try to like perfect the game, or at least try to perfect the aspect that they've been working on to finish out the quarter. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes things get like rushed out.
Yeah, kind of finicky, not that great.
Mm-hmm. What's y'all's opinion on that? Like, would y'all rather them push out that like last bit, or would you rather them just roll that over in the next year, into like next year's major update at like the
Roll
beginning
it
of the
over.
year?
Yeah, roll it
into
over.
next
Roll
year.
it over, yeah.
Forget that.
Don't release shit, man. Don't release garbage.
Like that's my whole thing is like if it's not gonna be a friggin' worthwhile experience, if it's a money grab, and I'll say this to anybody, anywhere, any game developer, if you do that shit, you're a moron.
Yeah. Short selling.
We want like right now, like I told you guys before in the other party, I play Indiana Jones in the Great Circle, and it is an awesome game. It's a single player game at that, you know.
But it's
And
well
they
made.
took their time. They took their time delivering that one.
Good.
That's good though. That's good though.
And it's like, but that's why most games, unless they're and even if they're multiplayer, same thing happened with because I got that one and I recently got the new one by Digital Eclipse. These are guys who used to like build Streets of Rage back in the day, stuff like that. They just did a bit with Power Rangers Rita Rewind, and they pushed it out. Okay, and they pushed it out because they had the delivery date of December 10th, and they literally freaking pushed it out there, and there was no online multiplayer like they promised. So the game automatically got a bunch of like bad reviews, and then I had to put up in there in one of my in one of the rating reviews or whatever, and I said, "Did you go to the website? Did you go and see what the producer said?" He said that because of delivery date restrictions, they had to push it out like it was, and only PlayStation 5 and PC were getting online, and it was coming later to the Xbox and the Switch because this thing is multi-platformed. And so they're going to get their online multiplayer. They just have to wait.
Jeez. See, like that right there, that is the shit that frustrates me. When companies push out games to make deadlines. Guess what? Push the deadline.
Yeah, they could have. I'm just saying, like they did that, and
why not?
People automatically just, I don't know. I guess they could have done it like Ark, but Ark keeps pushing stuff back. So it's like,
oh my god, Ark is just its own. Ark is its own organism that really doesn't know its head from its ass. Like, let's be real.
It is, dude. It really is. It's like, I swear. Well, the company got bought out. The company got bought out, and then now they're under new management, and these guys are just trying to recoup what the other friggin' business lost. So, that doesn't surprise me. But they kept pushing it out, and now they got, apparently, I've heard that their Ascendant version has way more bugs than Evolved ever did.
That's what I've been hearing. Like, I almost bought Ascended too. I almost did because actually, I think Minnie, do you remember? Because weren't me, you, and Grim all gonna play together?
Yes, actually, we were looking at on Steam, and I think Grim looked at it, or I looked at it, and the reviews were garbage, and we read it.
They were like dog shit.
And it was all like optimization shit. Like it wasn't even like the game is boring, there's nothing to do. It was like it won't run, it crashes all the time, like it's
unplayable.
Yeah, unplayable, exactly.
Yeah. That's all it is. It's unplayable.
Yeah. That's what I heard. And then like I was thinking about it for a minute because they had that Power Rangers DLC or skins or whatever. And I'm a big Power Rangers fan. So like I'm sitting there looking at it and I like waited for it to come out and then looked at it. I was like, oh, that's a money grab. I was so mad. I was like, who'd you partner with? EA? Are you having secret negotiations, Snail Games? Nah, but I still play Ark on occasion. The original, not Ascendant.
Mm-hmm.
They've actually, with a lot of the updates, Evolve is technically the better game of the two, even though because like they've had the company beforehand, which was ironically enough named after me, Wildcard, and then like Wildcard Entertainment, and they fucking did a lot of patches and fixes, so it worked out great.
Okay, I like that.
They eventually had time to get that fixed. But then they had the announcement of R2, and then I think around that time they went bankrupt, and then this new company, Snail Games, came in and bought them.
Yikes!
And now this is where we're at now.
This is where it is.
It's like, so
Dude, that's crazy.
What I've been hearing is like I have a lot of my friends that still play the original Xbox One, and I tell them because they're like, "Oh, I should get a Series X." I'm like, "Don't do that. Wait until next year." Apparently, Microsoft is supposed to be releasing another console next year, and it's rumored. And I think we talked about this before, but it's been rumored that it's going to be able to play Steam games as well.
Damn.
That'd be pretty cool. Nuker, you're pretty quiet right now, bud.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of a lot of things. I haven't been really happy with the gaming scene right now. Recently, in the last like month or two. I just haven't.
Oh no, I'm not talking about opinion wise. I'm talking about mic wise.
Oh, is that better?
Sounds maybe move up a little bit closer.
Hello.
There it goes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. I was just trying to figure out like I don't know, man. There's just been nothing really like thrilled being gaming right now. I don't know. Like I tried Indiana Jones. It was okay for a little bit. And I got kind of like bored with it. I need something new. I need something like I don't know. I'm yearning for something brand new, like a new IP or something. I don't know. Right now.
No, I totally get what you're saying because I've been feeling like the gaming scene has been awfully bland. Like I've been doing more business than I've been doing gaming. It feels like.
Yeah.
Just for the sole fact that there's nothing. I mean, sure, there's like some VR games that I've been enjoying that I've been playing. Like I found one that I really want to play with a few other people. If they have VR headsets.
Right. I played that Mobile Suit Gundam, the Silver Phantom. And if you ever wanted to know what it would be like to be a mobile suit pilot, it's the perfect game. And it's not even really expensive at all either, I think.
You should send it to me because I was looking for like a Gundam like VR
I will.
game. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's on the wait. Okay, so what kind of VR headset do you have?
I have the Quest 3S.
That'll be fine. You can get one of those. Yeah, you can use that. Yeah. It's on the Quest store. You can get it.
Oh, is it?
It's a Quest only, I believe. I'm not 110%
cool.
sure.
Okay. I might have to check it out. There was this one game I bought on it. It came with the whole series, actually. I bought it for like $20, about the entire series. But it reminds me of like an arcade shooter game. It's called where's it at? It's called Serious Sam VR: The Last Hope.
Yes.
It reminds me of like
I've never played it, but I've seen it, and I've played Serious Sam. I've never played. I don't know. Was Serious Sam on any of the old gen consoles? I feel like maybe.
I can't remember. I think it might have actually been a stand-up arcade game because it reminds me of one of those games where you would have like a gun and you'd be shooting at like the screen with like your partner next to you type shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
exactly. Going back to what you were saying, Nuker, man, I can relate to you about like certain like VR games and stuff like that. Like I love playing what was that? It was Ghostbusters on Quest, and it was great until you unlock everything. It's like, and now there's nothing left except to help other people who play, which is hysterical. I don't know if they're gonna get Rise of the Ghost Lord. It was Ghostbusters, Rise of the Ghost Lord, and I finished it. And now I just help people when I get on. Dungeons of Eternity is nice if you're into D&D, dungeon crawlers and stuff like that.
Man,
That's
I was
not
talking about Dungeons and Dragons earlier. I want to get a few people together and actually like record the epic of the story through Dungeons and Dragons. I think that would be cool.
That'd be pretty
What
fun.
story is this? Like,
That's just it.
oh,
So
I was gonna say because
the
they
Dungeons
have
and Dragons game that I have, I can choose up to like 1,000 different stories. So it
Gotcha.
could be whatever we
Wait, now
wanted.
is this like real? Is this like real time or is this like a video game?
Huh? This is a real-time tabletop.
Gotcha. So everybody would have to have their cameras on their tabletop. That would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And that means I'd have to get my character sheet out.
That's what I'm saying.
I have a Dragon Knight that I haven't used in years.
But yeah, but I also want to okay, gotta pause that real quick because this is crazy. I also want to talk because there were a few other things that I saw that's going to be coming around Christmas too. Like Microsoft, obviously, is going to be releasing leaked footage, hopefully, of what their new thing's going to look like. I don't know what it is.
What game is this, or is it just a company?
No. I think they're supposed to be releasing what their new console is supposed to be looking like. They're supposed to be leaked footage.
Oh, okay.
Which would be kind of cool. Which,
in all honesty, I would love a game because I've got me a PC, but I'd be able to play Steam games off of that son bitch.
Right? That would be kind of nice.
I would laugh my ass off because then I could do so much more with that console than I can with the current one I have.
Well, that's just it. That would be the only way I'd buy a console again, is if I could play all my Steam games on it, because that's where all my games are. I'm not going to rebuy a shit ton of games.
Yeah, exactly. No. Like, and then that would. Hey, you know what's funny is Phil Spencer friggin' has been saying that like they're staying away from VR. There are no plans for that shit. But if you open up a console that can do Steam and regular Xbox games and stuff like that, VR is right around the corner, bro. That means you could plug your Quest 3 into the Xbox eventually. Right. Unless they come up with their own headset, which
it probably wouldn't matter because it'd still probably be compatible with it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, it's one of those things that's like it won't matter at the end of the day.
Right.
I just think that there's a lot that he was saying. I saw him doing an interview, and I was like, "That's BS." Like, because dude, they already have the walking treadmill from Ready Player One. Not to mention, I heard that, and not to mention, they're already talking about making another one. There's a rumor in the friggin' sky now that they're going to make a Ready Player 2, like Ready Player 1 or whatever. I'm like, geez.
Ready Player 2, the book is already out. I don't know if you did or not.
Player 2. Are you talking about Ready Player 1?
Oh, yeah. No, there's Ready Player 2, the book.
Oh, the book, yeah. So they're saying it's just a matter of time before it becomes a movie, I should say.
Yep.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Well, I mean, because the first one was a box office success.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's not like, and it's another thing. Like now, I want to see kind of where Marvel's going with this because after Deadpool, Wolverine.
Oh man, that's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother show right there.
Sorry, I'm taking her off the rails. My bad. Get it back on the track like the Polar Express.
All right.
But But yeah, there's the other thing like is the first Descendant. So yesterday I found out that like if you log in for the next 14 days or whatever while this thing's going on, you can get one of their characters for free, like one of their ultimates that you usually pay real money for.
Yeah.
But I was like laughing because like I'm just logging in to log in now just to get the character because I don't want to buy it. And then on top of that, I play the game every now and again. It's the first Descendant.
Okay.
And I was like I was playing that. And I got in there and I was helping someone out with some stuff. And I walked in and all I see is bitches, just women everywhere. Just all this stuff. Like, look at me surrounded by all this fake ass pussy.
Like, what? Hold up, wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
Wait, did you hear this, man?
I did.
I'm sorry, dude. Like, there's two. Okay, so I saw this interview and it made so much sense.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy said, he goes, when you have, you either with like character creation systems today, okay, you either make something that there's three types. One is what you want to look like. One is what you look like. And then the third one is the one that 9 times out of 10, somebody, if you're a male gamer, you will pick. And maybe some other sexualities or whatever. But they'll make the third one, make someone you want to fuck, okay? And that's like the three major ones in character creation. So Descendant doesn't have that, but it has a lot of these models that I just look at that was the big, like when they were complaining about Squirrel Girl and Marvel Rivals.
Oh, who cares?
That's all this game has. I mean, it's got some male characters, but the badunkadunk on some of these avatars, bro. You knew who they were catering to.
Well, shit. You know what most games like that are catering to. Let's be realistic here. I mean, it's no surprise. Let's not kid ourselves.
I was laughing, dude, because like I walk in there and that's all I see. I don't know if it's a dude on the other end, but I have a lot of these characters roll up on me and do like this emote in front of me and shit, trying to hump my leg. I'm like, get off me,
Damn.
I'm just like, shoot, man, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I like going into. You play any VR chat, Monkey?
No, I have not opened up that cesspool.
Yeah, you gotta go. I go in there sometimes just to get a good laugh. You know what I get because of my age and everything like that. But it's like I go in there and I get a lot of like. I went into like the Black Cat one time, and I go in there, and they're like, "You need to age your birthday." So I tell them, and all I hear from the back is like Kevin Hart with Don Cheadle. He was like, "Damn." You're that old? I'm like, yeah, I'm that old. Like,
damn.
I'm freaking like, I was back before they had World Star Hip Hop. That was stuff you had to remember.
Damn, you're
psyched for it, bro. Like, but yeah, no. So I got a kick out of that though because like I listen to some of the conversations these people have, and I'm just like. Some of them I can tell are from America because it's like Weird Al Yankovic and his song First World Problems.
Okay. All right.
Well, some guys like, well, man, it's just like we ran out of bread. And I was like, Mom, we're out of bread. But we have like the soft tacos. I'm like, well, then make your PB&J and a soft taco, motherfucker. It's the same premise.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. That checks out, right, guys?
Well, no, yes. I mean, my dad used to say, have you ever had a hand sandwich?
I've had a ham sandwich, of course.
A hand sandwich.
hand
And it's like,
sandwich?
or no, I'm sorry, he said a ham sandwich. And I said, ham? Yeah, I've had a sandwich. He's like, no, have you had a ham sandwich? And I said, yeah. So now my dad's getting a little aggravated with me. He walks in, he gets up from where he's sitting there talking to me in his recliner, and I'm on the couch watching TV at the time. And he gets up, stomps off to the kitchen, comes back. He says, open your hand. I open my hand. He slams a piece of ham into my hand. He goes, have you ever had a ham sandwich, motherfucker?
Oh,
Apparently
shit.
not. Apparently not. You know, like,
I guess in
life
his
lessons.
eyes, you have not ever had a hand sandwich.
I have. I have on multiple occasions.
That's hilarious. But you
Yeah,
know,
I mean, it's so funny because like I'm starting to get to that part of my life where I'm enjoying just the simple things, if that makes sense.
that's always
Like,
good.
and it's you never expect life. I'm reminded of that one episode in The Flash where or in The Flash or Legends of Tomorrow or something. It was on the CW. And they're talking to the guy that he's like Captain Cold. And he goes, always remember, make the plan. Friggin' the plan fails. Throw away the plan. Just do whatever.
Oh, Snart. You're
Yeah,
talking
Snart.
about
Yeah.
Snart.
Yeah.
You make the plan, and when the plan ultimately fails, screw the plan.
Yeah,
Go on.
exactly. That's what it is, man.
It's one of the greatest lines ever.
It is, because it describes life perfectly. Your life is a chaotic state of being.
But no, honestly, it all sounds just interesting. I would like to see a Legends of Tomorrow game that would actually work.
That would be awesome. I'd play that.
That would actually
like,
work.
I was like, what would be I'd like them to the one that's been thrown around the internet a lot since we're talking about having games made. Legend of Dragoon. I would love for them to remaster Legend of Dragoon. I don't know if anybody ever played that game, but the internet has been constantly. They have that particular game is the love that game gets is ridiculous because they've just been on the internet 24/7. Just it needs a remaster. It needs a remaster because yeah. Like, I don't know if anybody really knows about that game. That's more of a PlayStation game, not an Xbox game.
Oh, dude, I just grew up gaming.
Yeah,
I
same
can
here.
say that with 100%. I just grew up gaming, so my brother and me, we had PlayStation 2s and Xboxes when we were kids and shit. We had the Ataris, 64s, the Super Nintendos, the Genesis.
Yeah, same here. Oh, okay. If you want to talk about gaming, I got a really good story about when I was in high school, dude, and I was taking one of my electives was it was like for an electrician or something like that. I can't remember what it was for, but you were dealing with electric basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so at the end of the year, my teacher, his name was Mr. Richardson. He told us, he said, he goes, and he had this big old Trinitron TV. Remember those big things, those big old boxes? Flat screens is what they called them back then, before we really knew what a flat screen was.
Right.
The
big box.
And so he had one of those sitting in his classroom. He says, if you all pass, he goes, I'll let you play any N64 game on the TV. He goes, your choice for the next day, or whatever. And he goes, I'll not only that, but I'll buy pizza. And so I'm thinking, rinky dink pinks or whatever. Now this guy, I think it was Papa John at the time, before you could have a limit to how big a pizza you wanted,
Oh yeah.
And he got a fucking, I think it was called the Bigfoot, I think is what it was called, or whatever. It was huge pizza, brought it in, because we all passed, and we played N64. And for some reason, I was looking in the office and he had disappeared. I don't know where he went to. So I went back thinking like, okay, he left. I'm gonna go catch a 15-minute smoke break in the back, in the back because the class was based at the back end of the school. So like nobody really went out there except for like when we had football games.
And this is when you could still smoke in school, wasn't it?
And well, no, I was smoking weed, not cigarettes. I walked back there, and my teacher, Mr. Richardson, has got one lit up. And I just looked at him. He looked at me. He freaking passes me. He says, "You ain't gonna say shit, are you?" Nope. I was coming. I pulled mine out. I showed him. I said I was about to do the same thing.
Like you and I were on the same page, weren't we?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a good dude, man.
It's always good when you have those good teachers, you know. I feel
I
like
mean,
the
you know what's
teacher
funny
really
is
makes
like
the class.
That's why I had such a great. I feel like I had a great like school experience. It wasn't always great. I had my bullies and stuff like that. But in all seriousness, man, like we got to play in '64, all that good jazz and whatnot, but the teachers genuinely cared back then. I feel like when I go to school now, these teachers don't give a shit.
They don't.
You know.
I don't.
It's because teachers nowadays, man. Sadly, the problem is, and you know, this is going to be a hot take, and I'm going to keep this nice and short because I don't want us to gravitate around this. But
All right.
the problem is teachers these days aren't babysitters. Parents need to parent at home. I feel like that's kind of left.
Well, I feel
All I'm gonna
the
say
one
about
thing
that.
I'll say this: what made my teachers so great is they were personable up to a point. Okay, like if you had a legit question, the teacher didn't shy away from it and say, "Go look it up on Google." Or whatever. They'd look it up because at that point in time when I was going to high school, the internet was still was making some headway. And so like they could look it up. And anytime I ask my teacher a question, they say, okay, they look it up or that we had textbooks still technically too. So but like they would help me look for it. And they just cared. They didn't want. It wasn't like you said. It wasn't a babysitter thing, but for me, it was. They were a very personable bunch. I'll never forget that. Now it's just like when I went to college, that's when it started changing because I got out of service, and it was like the teachers had just changed in college. I was like, "Are you serious right now?" I asked my teacher. I was going to school for computer engineering, and the teacher was like, "Well, just look it up on Google." I'm like, "What are they paying you for?" I said that out loud in class. He's like, "Excuse me?" I said, "What are they paying you for?" I know it ain't scratching your ass because you ain't got one.
Because realistically,
Yeah, I got sent to the principal's office that day. Not even gonna lie.
Damn, Joker.
Damn, dude. Just went all like, bruh.
Yeah. I was over there with Mike and Judd Nelson and whatnot, friggin' on Beavis on King of the Hill. And it's like, "What'd you say, stick boy?" Oh man.
Oh no, this guy, you know.
It's like I'm just saying, dude. It was like different times, man. Like time is changing, and there isn't much I or I feel like anybody can really do about it, but just adapt to the times. I mean, that's how we got here in the first place, technically.
Dude, I can't even adapt to the times right now. I think that's kind of like why I've been kind of like stepping back. Like I've been like, well, first of all, I was sick, right? But like I'm trying to like just reel everything that's going on right now. Yes, we're going down the sci-fi hole, demise. All right,
It's the best hole. It's the best hole.
This is the best hole. Come on now. This is the best pussy.
Dude, it's difficult, bro. Like right now, I'm like, man, I'm supposed to be like a sci-fi futurist writer, right? Like it's just what I'm supposed to do. But I'm like, shit, all my best materials like happening right in front of me. So like, how the fuck am I supposed to like write about this shit? Like, now, like, 3-4 days ago, there was no multiverse or parallel universes. Now there's parallel universes. Like, we didn't know that there was aliens and drones in the sky. Well, there's aliens and drones in the sky. We didn't know that, like, AI and Skynet was a real thing, and now AI and Skynet's a real thing. And I'm like sitting back and I'm like, huh.
I'm just waiting
You
for
know.
I'm just waiting for somebody to freaking create another portal.
Look,
Shut up.
I
That's
just,
gonna happen too.
I just want to put this out there.
Mhm.
Okay, we have AI that's amazing. We
Mhm.
have cars that run off electricity. That's amazing. When the fuck am I gonna get my Marty McFly hoverboard though? What the
This
fuck?
is true. This
Yes.
is what I'm saying.
Yes, very much so.
Like, let's be real about
I
this.
really would love to have something. And you know what's funny about it? The science is pretty simple. It's not a hard concept. It's not a hard
It's
concept to
magnetic
friggin'
propulsion.
like conceptualize or imagine. Like it's really simple. It deals with magnetics.
Yeah, it's magnetic
So why don't you get on that? Like
You have
people out
it's
there that
literally
pretty
just bouncing off negative and positive forces from one another. That's all it is.
Mhm.
That's
And
really
I
all.
know somebody's gonna be listening to this podcast going, yeah, okay. He's got like 6 degrees on his wall, but he doesn't have no bitches. Like,
I'll be like, okay, guess what, buddy? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me if you don't have a strong enough fucking magnet.
Dude, it's. Ugh.
well, dude, technically, okay, and here's the kicker, dude. We already have the idea of how to do it. Like Iron Man showed us how to do that. Okay, that's what keeps his arc reactor in check, is magnetics. So if you can, and then we have nanotechnology right now. If we can make something small enough but generates enough power, you could put it in a hoverboard and it would work. But they don't want to do that.
Thinking on 2050 right now. I'm telling you, man. Thinking in the year 2275.
Not even. Okay, people don't realize, dude, like how fast technology is gonna come at us, bro. Like,
Can't wait.
It's gonna be overwhelming, bro. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be
Can't wait.
overwhelming.
I am excited. I'm excited. I am ready to full dive into the future of technology, dude. Honest to God.
But what if it's the path to hell?
Who cares? Let's go.
What if
Try
it's
it
the
out.
mark of the beast? What if it's
Dude,
Satanism
did
in
you
its
see
purest
you see
form?
the shit they're doing in
Amazing.
California? You see the shit
I'm
they're
all
doing in
for it.
California right now?
What are they doing in
Where you
California?
gotta do like ID checks to open up.
No, are you serious?
Yes,
What?
they're doing ID checks to open up like the refrigerators and like
Oh my god.
gas stations. and
Brother,
shit, yeah.
what?
It's
That's
starting.
Not real, Jay. That's not real. Hold up.
It's already begun.
Oh no.
No.
Tell me I'm gonna have
I
to
am
ID
Four
so-
horsemen will
I
ride
am
out of the
so
sea,
glad.
and he who wears the false crown will raise into the sky and proclaim the false prophecy and bring forth the dark millennium.
If that's the case, guess
Yeah.
what? If they got if they
Okay.
have technology like that, then guess what? I'm starting up my own ghost busting firm, and I'm gonna say
Firm. Firm. It's a fucking consulting firm.
Who you gonna call?
Well, who are you gonna call?
Someone else.
You're gonna call some other fuck because we out of business.
Right?
Ghost consultants. There you go.
See
You're
if I
gonna
can
call
pull up the
ghost
clip for you.
consultants. Oh shit.
I'm just saying, you know what really kind of set me off was that new, the new movie, the one before Frozen Empire, which was Afterlife, and they actually had a working. It looked like what could be a possible working schematic. But what I didn't realize, the inside of the thing is actually the inside of the actual like generator is mentioned. It says the character who plays the granddaughter of Egon Spengler says CRT emitters. So part of the proton pack is CRT emitters, whatever those
Oh.
are. I haven't looked them up, but I know.
Interesting.
Yeah, she mentions that, and she says it's missing a CRT emitter, and I'm like, CRT, and I looked it up at the time. I knew what it was at the time, but I've been smoking and drinking all day, so I'm freaking like, I can't place that shit from my ass from a hole in the ground. It's like,
Well,
Yo, Mini,
What's up?
check your messages real quick.
Bet.
Oh, sliding up in them DMs.
Oh yes.
Sweet. Yo, I've been waiting for this, man. I was gonna send you one, but then I was like, I don't want to be weird, and I was waiting, but it's
Get in my DMs, yeah.
Did he send you a friend request, Minnie?
He did. He did.
Did you say you didn't want to be weird?
Yeah, I was like, I didn't want to be weird and send one, but then you sent it.
Dude, there it is. It's happening, bro.
It's happening. I'm telling you, man, the evolutions are coming.
Bro, a chair on a hoverboard. What the actual fuck?
I know. What have you done, Minnie? What have you done?
I'll tell you what, man. I've seen some interesting builds on social media, man. I saw a guy literally friggin' he was riding down the street in a recliner, and it was motorized.
I've seen
Damn.
that.
Some bitch just kicked up and everything, dude. And I'm
That's
like,
nuts.
well,
That
that's
man
dude.
right
I'm
there
telling
knows
you what,
luxury.
man. Like, I'll be over in a couple seconds, and you show up in your recliner. I'm like, we can't be friends right now.
Why not?
We can't be friends because I want that. Because I literally live in an
I
area
envy
where
that.
that would be useful for me to just go get my alcohol.
Dude, you want to know something that I've thought about? I've thought about putting like a motorized, making a motorized portable gaming setup. Where it's like you have all the monitors mounted up on like an arm above you. It's just a little motor, and you can just drive to the store while still gaming. It has its own Wi-Fi box attached to it. Everything.
Not
Dude,
bad.
I want to make a video game where it's approached all from the bad guy's perspective.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
You mean not a failed kill the Justice League Suicide Squad game?
No, that game sucked.
That game was
That's what I'm
terrible.
saying. I said not a friggin'
Yeah, no.
kill
We're talking like
yeah.
RPG or something like that,
Mhm.
where just everything is from the bad guy's perspective.
You should do a like a League of Legends style, or not League of Legends, a Legion of Doom style like game. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, at the Legion,
Legion of
Your
Doom
whole,
base.
your whole objective is like to crush the hero's spirits, bro. In every
Isn't that
possible
basically
prospect.
Injustice?
No. This would be different though.
Nice.
Like
I
instead
like
of like going after like the heroes directly, you like go after their family, like kill their family off, or you take out their girlfriend, or you just break them down morally and like psychologically just crush their souls.
Sounds
get
like every
behind this.
anime dating app I've ever played.
I think
Damn.
it'd be a great
Damn.
idea, bro. It'd be a
That
great
sounds like
idea
an
for you.
awesome idea, dude.
Yeah, well,
Yo, okay.
dude,
But it can be
Bad
done.
Guy Studios,
Like-
bro. That's gonna be the name of my gaming company, Bad Guy Studios.
Bad Guy Studios.
Yeah,
I'll dig it. I dig it.
yeah.
Demise.
What's up?
I just want to let you know something that I just discovered.
What have you discovered?
So I was messing with the AI,
Oh,
Okay.
and I typed in 4 horsemen rising out of the sea, and all it gave me was just 4 horses on like a wave over and over again. Okay. Then all I did was type in the 4 horsemen rising out of the sea. And I got the 4 horsemen rising out of the sea, my friend. Let me send you this fucking picture. This is some wicked shit.
Are we
This
gonna
fucking
go-
AI.
Are we going biblical on this show? Let's go biblical tonight. Let's
Let's
fucking-
get theological.
Let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Okay, you know what? Topics are going to be changed
No,
around.
this
then,
is part of
'cause
Christian. We're celebrating like JC's birthday, right? Christmas is
JC's
JC's
birthday?
birthday.
Yeah, okay,
Technically.
technically,
All right.
I mean, kinda, I guess, because I thought he was actually
We can
born
talk
in, like,
about the
March.
drones in the sky. We can talk about how
Bro, let's talk
in the-
about.
in the
let's talk about
Revelation
Elon
that
Musk.
says that there'll be weird things in the sky.
He did.
Bro, and look at the horses. If you know the verse, it says a white horse, a red horse, a
That usually
pale
happens
horse.
to me after I've been like two Quaaludes in, like a half
Quaaludes!
friggin' maybe about friggin' some odd ounces of pot. walking along the street, friggin' looking up. What are you looking at? You don't see him? What? The UFOs, the butterflies, plovers
Okay,
and
that's pretty
balloons. Like, I get that all the time when I want to. Nah. I got to thinking because I have some conspiracy theory friends and stuff like that too, and they say that, like, you know, there's always something going on when everything's happening, like with the drones and the UFOs and stuff like that.
Well, what I want to talk about is this. So
Mm.
if we're going to go off of, if we're going to kind of revert back a little bit, I
Yeah.
want to talk about how folklore throughout history has affected gaming as well. I want to kind of branch into this because I think that I'm going to actually do like an actual like recording after the show about it, and that's going to be the topic. That's going to go
Oh
live.
shit.
So what is it?
What do you mean
again?
specifically? Sound like you're thinking of
Yeah,
something specific.
yeah, he was being kind of vague about it. So
Yeah.
So check it out. So like, okay.
what you eat?
So think about like the ancient. Just let's think about like the early civilizations, for example.
Okay.
So let's
Like
talk
Sumeria.
about, like, so yeah, exactly, like Sumeria, or all of like the early native tribes, the early Egyptians, the early
Okay.
Aztecs, like and how their mythologies have shaped certain games, or even how they've helped certain games be more politically correct about their timelines of history. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's going to be a fun topic, and that's going to go.
Oh
live.
yeah, absolutely. There's so much. Well, I mean, dude, when you think about it, there's so much there to unravel. You know,
Mhm.
just in that topic alone, there's just so much there.
More than you can learn in a lifetime.
That's
Well,
what I'm saying.
I don't know how much have they found. Like, you know,
True. True.
it's
Well, that's
like, I
just
mean,
it.
that's
How
the
deep does like civilization go?
Well, I mean, they recently excavated Göbekli Tepe or whatever that one place in Turkey was. That was like within the last 10 years. That was like, oh shit, look at this fucking amazing thing in Turkey.
There was like a couple of myths of like megalithic structures that have been found, but again, this is going to be for a podcast that's going to happen here in a little bit because I wanted to get this recorded.
Damn, we're going to the
Yeah, we're
aliens
cutting
and
it
all
off
that crazy
now.
shit.
No more for you
Cut it off,
viewers.
boys.
What do you guys,
That's
okay,
it.
First up, what do you guys think?
he's like, I knew it.
Christmas,
I knew
bro?
it. Like,
Hold up.
Christmas only.
Christmas. Everybody, we gotta sing a song before we go. First off,
We
but
wish you a Merry
before that,
Christmas.
I'd like to talk about like what are you guys thankful for Christmas, and like what are you guys all excited about?
Great
Honestly,
question.
Yes.
Me personally, I'll start this one off. I'm just thankful to have all of my family, to be able to see all my family again for Christmas. It's been a few years.
Yeah. I'm
About you,
excited.
Manny?
No, I mean, I completely agree. I was gonna say the same thing. Family is it's invaluable, man.
Nuker?
Well, I'm happy for my secret gift present someone gives me every year, and then
Secret Santa.
office party.
I'm gonna tell you a secret. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys a little story, I guess.
Okay.
So I met this girl. She was kind of, how do I say this here? She's in like the adult industry, I guess she was.
Oh wow.
And like every Christmas, she would call me up and like we'd like mess around for like a half hour, and then she'd say "Merry Christmas" and this disappear. It's a weird thing. It was
That's
weird.
the shit.
It's the weirdest thing ever, bro. It's the weirdest thing ever.
Nah.
I just get a random-
So,
Nah,
was-
not
was
weird.
it a-
Player.
was it a-
Not
Player
weird.
status. Player status.
Was it a
Not
one
weird
and
at all.
done, and then she? And
No,
then
she just disappeared for a whole year. Like she just disappeared for a whole year.
Till next Christmas.
Yeah, till next
Oh,
Next
Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
What about you?
So you basically got it on call. That's like,
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Had it on tap, bro.
Had-
Had it on draft.
Yeah, yeah.
it's scheduled. It's scheduled on call. You're just, you got something to look forward to every year.
Listen, I got an early Christmas tomorrow morning, so I need you to leave a little earlier than usual, okay, Bethany?
Yeah.
Thanks,
yeah,
baby.
yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
but,
What about you, Joker? What are you most?
But yeah, I'm happy
thankful
for friends and family too.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the obvious one, but I think I'm more because this is like the second or third one, but it still hurts that. But I'm thankful for the friendships I've made along the way in my life. Really, I mean, not so much friends, family and stuff like that, because I go see them whenever. But it's like, the friends I've had, the family, friends and family thing, but also the family that I lost, which sounds kind of weird when I think about it, like, because most of the people have passed on, and I'm getting older, and it's like I just am grateful for the knowledge I get from my friends and family. I should say that would be what I'd be grateful for, because there's just things I don't think I'd know unless I would have had the friends and family that I had in my life. Too deep?
No, well said. Well said.
Yeah.
Well said, man. Well said. And you know what? From all of us here at Demise Entertainment and the Cabana Show.
Hold on, we're not done yet.
We're not done, but I'm
We're
gonna
not
say
fucking
it.
done
asshole.
yet,
You
bro.
just skipped over me.
Holy shit, we gotta sing a carol, bro.
Ah,
Yeah,
damn it, I was trying to
it's
get out of
Carolyn
the
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah.
We're gonna all be so off of like track. We're gonna all be singing at different times. Like,
Hold
Okay.
up, I got you.
Well, that's
boys.
what
Hold
we
up.
sing.
What are
All
we
they have
singing,
to
boys?
do
What are we
is
singing?
Hold up, I got this. I got this.
With Rudolph?
Okay. No, hold up. I
No.
got y'all.
We're gonna get copyright strict for Christmas.
I mean, this
song.
is really what they're paying for.
Oh.
This is something. Okay. So I'm gonna go through this list real quick. Excuse me.
What if we sing them
100 videos
tequila?
Go laughing all the way. Ha ha ha.
Yep, I'm down with Jingle Bells. You down? Are you down with Jingle Balls or Jingle Bombs?
Jingle bells.
Jingle
Jingle,
bells.
jingle bells.
Depends on what side of the fence you're swinging on.
Hey man, it all depends if you're watching Jeff Dunham or not.
Are we doing the minute 10-second version or the 10-hour 45-second version?
The minute 10-second version.
Oh, okay.
There's a
Yeah.
10-hour version of this.
Oh yeah,
Could be done.
yeah.
Yeah, they play
They're
in
all
the
over the internet.
fucking shopping malls that don't exist anymore.
Oh god, I'm good.
Aren't you glad those days are over where you have to spend like fucking 20 hours on a shopping spree for Christmas? Oh my god, that's the worst.
Dude,
Going to the shopping mall and you got to hear Mariah Carey another year.
Yeah, and they just repeat it over and over and over again, man.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you'd miss out on all the cool gifts, but then you'd fucking eat some shit food that give you stomachache for the rest of the next day.
Okay.
Ugh.
Are we actually singing Christmas carols?
Yes, we are. We're waiting for you to put the song
Dashing
on.
through the snow.
Over the hills we go, laughing all the way. Ho ho ho.
I love how you said, "Yeah, we're waiting
I
on
went
you."
I
bud.
went a completely different direction with that song.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, then might as well take you so long to find this music song.
My
Oh, no,
my,
my
asshole.
Christmases earlier on in my life were friggin' way different. Usually
Yeah.
it did include some friggin' heavy drug use and
Copy
alcohol,
roll, just-
and
There you go.
Oh,
usually
shit.
some girls.
We just got demonetized.
Oh, you don't think he's playing the music? Do we just ring it? Where's the song? Are we singing the song or not singing?
Read, boys, read.
It's like-
What is this?
Wait,
This is not
is it
Jingle
not
Bells. This is not
This is not
Jingle
play.
Bells.
This is Jingle Bell Rock.
oh, Jingle Bell Rock. That's a totally different one.
Yeah, it's a different song, bro.
Oh
Yeah.
well. Oh,
I can,
well, my bad.
I'll just fax you guys the lyrics. What's your guys' fax numbers?
Yeah,
You
I
say
got it.
facts? You just say
What?
773-44.
Somebody got their
One.
DeLorean and went back in time today.
1694-C4.
Got it.
What?
Yeah, that's my fax number.
You still have a fax number? Damn. I feel old
I
now.
didn't even know fax numbers still existed.
Now I gotta get wait. No, I do have a fax machine. Oh crap! I have a fax. Well, it's not mine. It's my mom's.
Dude,
but
everyone has a
Still, I
fax
got a
and they
fax
have
machine. Holy crap!
There you go, boys. Okay, here we go. I do not own this music. This is purely for comedy. and
Comedy,
Christmas
yes.
joy.
Let's go, boys.
All right, boys. Mike One standing by.
Down it up them throats.
Yeah, get that voice all clear and gargly. Let's go. This is what they're waiting for.
Oh fuck yeah! Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, that feels pretty good. Laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What is funny?
I'm gonna ski on her back.
Jingle
now.
bells,
Yo!
jingle all the way.
What it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey,
Hey,
jingle,
Jingle
jingle,
bells,
jingle all the way.
away.
Oh, what fun
It is to
ride
In a one-horse open sleigh. We killed that shit.
Yeah.
Go it while you're young.
Now I've got a baby mama for fun.
And you will take the lead.
Oh,
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all
Like
the
Bob
way.
Knob. All night long, so you can get that tip right morning.
Oh my god,
Bells, jingle bells, jingle
all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. In a one-horse open sleigh.
Oh god, that may have been the worst Jingle Bell song ever sang.
No, we killed that shit, I thought.
Yo,
Clip
I
it,
thought that
bro.
shit was fucking gangster.
Clip it.
it's great. It's great.
Yeah,
Great. All right.
it's a great Christmas.
Especially when Nuker started rapping. I was not ready for that.
Couldn't
Right?
get down.
All right, boys. This has been once again
The greatest podcast known to humanity.
Yeah.
exactly Super
Yeah,
Earth.
get in
thanks
my
you for your
DMs.
service.
Merry
No doubt.
Christmas to all y'all.
From Demise Entertainment and also from the EGN Network, we'd all like to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, gentlemen.